Okay, guys, we'll just shoot away, ask questions.
I guess just any kind of general overall thoughts on how things are going from the end of spring kind of through the summer now.
I think it's going well. We have a lot of guys out here. Had a lot of guys out here last summer, and I think we've built on that this summer, adding more guys here. And, just the way we're working and doing different things on the field and stuff, everyone seems to want to be here. Everyone's bought in. Doesn't seem like anyone wants to leave or do anything. We're all just having fun together, working hard, and trying to make the most of this.
What's standing out to you guys the most? I mean, any of you can speak on this. What's something that maybe that was lacking last year, that's something that's really standing out now as leaders on this team?
I'd like to see that we have a lot of incoming freshmen right now. Last year we didn't really have that, but there's a lot of guys that are coming in next year that have no responsibility to be here, but they want to work and they want to be a part of this team, and they've already started.
Fantasy mentioned work ethic, that the work ethic on this team has just not really taken a complete turn, but it's just enhanced times 1,000. And are you guys seeing that, even though it's not even fall ball yet, it's just training season kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we've always worked hard, but like I said, this summer, just how many guys are here and everyone's bought into each other, it seems like, and nobody's wanting to take shortcuts because we know the next guy is counting on us, and you can really see that with this team, and I think everyone's really counting on each other and working hard.
Mikey, what sort of stuff are you doing? I mean, is it just getting in the weight room? Is it playing catch, running routes? What do you do?
I think it's a little bit of everything. Everybody's a little more committed this year, and I think we've progressed a lot since last year as far as commitment and building more of a brotherhood around here. Definitely from my freshman year, I can feel a lot tighter to everybody on the team. I can be best friends with offense, defense, special teams. Like, everybody is just so close together now.
You in particular, what are you kind of doing this summer to stay in shape, or just to get better, or whatever?
Just what we normally do, lifting every day. Well, not every day, but lifting, running routes, just staying in shape.
And I guess, a lot of you guys have to probably pay your own way to stay here and find jobs. Are any of you guys actually working in town, or what's all of your situations for the summer?
Yeah, we all work in town. I paint some houses.
Mikey and I work at Jamba Juice.
Really?
Yeah.
Any way to make it. But that's the difference this summer. I mean, as far as that goes, like I said, we have 70 guys here, and we're all working. And everyone out here is committed. No one's making excuses. We're getting jobs. We have guys all over the place. Wherever they can find a job, they're working just to be out here and work for this team. So I think that shows a lot, and it's pretty special to have this many guys out here doing that.
Mitch, does that make it harder to, balance I don't know how many hours you work, but to balance a job and, also staying in shape and working out, or does that drag you more to have to balance that out? How does that dynamic work?
I mean, it's not easy, definitely not, but I think that it's something that we should all feel proud of. Everybody's really worked hard to be here and work out, and just looking at the number of guys, like Tanner said, looking at the number of guys we have here that are willing to work and do that, I think it's definitely something to be proud of.
What's the biggest change you guys have made personally? I mean, as players, it could be commitment, it could be skill-wise, it could just be how you are as a teammate. I kind of want to hear it from each one of you. Just what's something that you've changed from last season going into this season?
I would say what I've improved most is probably learning the game a little more, seeing stuff that I wouldn't see as a freshman or in high school, just learning how to play off of the defense, just being more committed to the film.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
That's a good question. I'd say just trying to get stronger. I'm never strong enough. That's how I look at it. So just getting stronger, being in the weight room, trying to get faster, and then obviously what we're doing out on the field, playing catch, playing 7-on-7, just really trying to learn the game even more, like Mikey said. There's so many small little intricacies in playing receiver that you can never know too much. So I think really just trying to learn everything, play around, mess around, this is the time to do it. So that's what I've been trying to do.
I hate to be that guy, but probably the same thing as far as just getting in the film room. Not that I wasn't there before, but just after playing some ball and stuff, there's always more little things you can get into, especially the quarterback position. So just starting to kind of dive into little intricacies the defense is doing or little tells we can see, just the fifth year kind of thing of just kind of taking the next step or trying to and understanding what a defense is doing.
What's been the biggest or hardest thing, I guess, with this new program that Fennessy has kind of put in on the off season? Because he was telling me that it's a totally different feel than last year. So can you just tell me, I guess, what stands out to you as the newest and what you like about it, because it is pushing you guys to be a better Division I program?
I think just the work ethic. We've worked differently. It feels like to me, as far as the winter conditioning goes at 6 a.m. when we're all in Holt running. Or doing things here, just kind of a new mindset on what it takes to be successful, and everyone's bought in. But I would say that's the biggest or newest thing is having Coach Ryan in here and following kind of his vision in the weight room and conditioning and being committed to that, along with the stuff on the field, is just kind of taking a turnaround, I guess, or turned a little bit.
I'm sorry, I can keep
No,
going.
go
Okay, you guys aren't ranked. You guys aren't really. You guys aren't showing up on lists before the season of who to look out for. Does that kind of stuff piss you off, fuel your fire, excite you? What does that kind of make you feel like? And and that's kind of what my question was. Anybody? I know.
That's a good question.
And
I know it's you're on TV, so you have to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm pissed.
No, I don't.
But like,
I'm not. I think that we've been here and we've been putting in the work just to be the best team that we can be. We don't look at rankings. We don't need to look at rankings. We don't need to compare ourselves to anybody else. We just have to come out here every single day and work our hardest. And we'll see where we end up and come fall.
Hey Tanner, this is it for you.
Mhm.
This is your last year.
yeah.
Have you even thought about that yet? I mean, is it in the back of your mind that, this could be it for me?
A little bit. I mean, just as far as every day now is this is the last June 18th as far as me being an Idaho State football player I'll ever have. So a little bit of that, and I think, you can't help but ramp up your sense of urgency a little bit when, that clock's running out, But other than that, I try not to think about it too much. I'm just enjoying what we have right now. I mean, as far as the guys go, I've never been around a closer group of guys or such a great group of guys in this whole team, top to bottom. So just trying to enjoy that last, 6-7 months of being around these guys, and I'll worry about that when it's all said and done. But for now, I'm just trying to have some fun with them.
It sounds like things are a whole lot different from last year. The coaching staff has a little more continuity. As you said earlier, you can work more on the nuances rather than the big picture thing.
Right.
Do you think that helps you guys as a team, and how has ISU progressed since you first came?
Oh,
Do you think you'll be in a better
absolutely.
spot?
What's that?
I think it'll be in a better spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Just that, like you said, year 2 with Coach Fennessy, the plays are the same, having the same consistency, and for all of us, like Mikey said, I mean, he's had to worry about just learning the plays and stuff, and now it's like, okay, this is what we're running, this is how we do it. Let's really dive in and learn the small details. From when I got here to now, there's been a lot of change, but where we're at now, it's rock solid. We all believe in what we have, and we know that things aren't going to change. And yeah, absolutely, that helps the whole team. Just that sense of consistency throughout, that what's coming the next day, how to approach it and everything like that. I think is huge for our team.
go ahead.
It sounds like the team chemistry is great. Do you think that has to do with you guys as leaders holding other players accountable, or most of the players just being self-disciplined themselves, or just the coaches implementing new things into the program?
I think it's just, maybe a little of all of that, but the guys we have here, whatever it was, the formula to recruit these type of guys, we're all just similar. It seems like, there's no egos, no one's trying to one-up the other guy. We're always proud of each other when we have success. We're always excited for each other when we're getting new maxes. It's not like, oh man, he got, maybe you're motivated to do more now, but you're always excited to see a teammate have success. And I think that's just how they built this around here, is just, we're all self-motivators, but guys believe in each other.
What's kind of the mindset right now? Is it a chip on your shoulder, everything to prove? What's your guys' mindset going into fall 2018? Anybody? Hey, guys.
Let Mike do
He
it.
hasn't talked in a while.
Yeah, get Mikey the mic.
I think it's just like we have. I wouldn't say we have a lot to prove, and I think we have a really strong team, and I think we're kind of underestimated, but I don't think we're going in there trying to compare ourselves against another team. We're going to play how we're going to play. We're not going to try to play to better a team or be a higher ranking than them, because when it all comes down to it, when you play a team, we're not so focused about the rankings. So just being able to play for ourselves or play for the team and go out and compete.
I have one more. What do you guys want to see most out of your team this season? Other than winning. Do not say winning. You're not allowed to say winning.
I think it will show, but just like we've been talking about, I think everyone will see how close we are as a team. There's been times in the past, it's been tough on us when we get down in games and stuff, but last year we showed that, it didn't matter if we were down or what, we can come back. Same thing next year. I just hope it shows, and I think it will. Just everyone believes in each other. Whether, something happens, a miscue happens, offense, defense, whatever, I think you'll see a team that believes in each other, that's not going to bat their eye or worry about what, say, the defense is doing or the offense, that we all believe in each other and know that we're going to have success.
Cool. Matt Troxell's gone. Tell us how it is to play for Coach Farrager.
I love it. I think it's really cool. Even though he's coaching the quarterbacks, being a wide receiver coach, he really helps out the wide receivers. We'll be out there and he'll tell us something maybe he did in college or something he taught a different team or how it benefited them. And I'd say in the spring we learned a lot of good things from him as far as being a receiver and seeing things a little different. But I think that was a good having him added to our staff.
Is it true he had to coach Fenn up a little bit with being a receivers coach?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Fenn's got 30 years in the business. He's seen it all.
I think Farrager was just able to bring a different angle on it, being at different places at different times, and they've obviously coached together, but him being away for a while, I think they kind of learned different things, and then to get back together and talk about it has really helped Mikey and I at the receiver position for sure, without a doubt.
In your guys' opinion, what's your strongest offensive position?
We have pretty good running backs.
I mean,
Yeah.
Those two are pretty dang good, but it's hard to pick. I mean, I like everybody.
Yeah, you want to be, obviously, that's what Farrager said. He's like, I think every position is good, but that's just a coach answer, so I wasn't sure if there's a spot that stands out to you depth-wise, anything of that. But if not, no big deal.
No, I think that the beauty of football is that it's such a team game. I mean, you can't really single out one position just because, without the running backs, wide receivers wouldn't be as successful. Without the O-line, nobody would be successful. Without the quarterback, I mean, it all ties into each other. That it's really hard to pick one group. But obviously, running backs are they're pretty tough.
Cool.
I just wanted to ask one more thing about kind of just working over the summer. When you're out at the house painting, you guys are making smoothies. I mean, do people know you guys by face or name, and what is that like? I guess to be one of us for a day. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's cool.
I just go paint houses. That's what Dallin Collins, our center, he's the job site manager of this deal. So when I get there, I tell him, just tell me what to do and let me go to work. But nothing crazy. Just a painter for 8 hours and then back to 7 on or whatever we do at night.
Yeah.
I think it's cool meeting all the faces that actually come to our games.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's as tough for them to see us through a face mask as it is for us to see them up in the stands. So when they come through and they see me and Mitch working, they're like, "Oh, you guys are football players." We're able to meet fans that come and support us, and I think that's awesome.
Anything else? Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.